No, the question I wanted to ask is, I think a very little celebrated part of your resume, which is my favorite part, is that you have a degree in chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's definitely not enough people
There's not a lot of scientists in Congress
that know about science, think about science. In fact, this election, we have someone who says evolution is a myth.
That's not me.
Yes. But, in my opinion, science is what is going to get us out of this mess we're in, and we need more people to think about science. So I want you to, we discussed a little bit about committees, but what kind of things you see yourself doing in Congress to help, or in the Senate, to help with push science and technology forward to get our country going in that direction?
That's a great point, and I agree with you that Delaware and our country has a long tradition of inventing and innovating things, whether it's this flip camera or cell phones or flat screen TVs or plug-in hybrids. There's lots of critical technological inventions and advances we've made in the last 10 or 20 years, but they're not being manufactured here. So the overlap that I'm most excited about or interested in is science or innovation and manufacturing. We are still the biggest manufacturer in the world. But China's gaining on us quickly, and lots of the sort of commodity manufacturing has moved outside the United States. And the only way to bring it back, I think, is with changes in trade policy, tax policy, education, infrastructure. There's different places in the Senate where you can make a difference on science and technology. One, obviously, is in education, and trying to make sure that we're providing the support and the encouragement, the resources for so-called STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math teaching, where we are falling behind as a country. Another, which is under the Judiciary Committee, has to do with the Patent and Trademark Office, which is an enumerated power of the federal government in the Constitution, the protection of patents and the industrial arts. And I think they've made some progress in the Patent and Trademark Office in the Obama-Biden administration, but there's more to be done. And there's more we could be doing there to protect American intellectual property from from counterfeiting, whether that's creative work or whether that's invention in the industrial area. There's also more we can be doing to advance alternative energy. There's other committees that deal with that, both in agriculture and in energy. The bigger point you're making, which I agree with, is that we need people serving in government at the state and local and federal level who understand correlation, causation, order of magnitude, and who approach things from a rational perspective. And I mean no disrespect to people of faith. I think my own faith life's important to my wife and me and our kids, but it doesn't provide the agenda for governing, in my view. Moving the country forward requires, I think, a well-informed sense of what the scientific community brings to the table. The federal government has a big role in either supporting and sustaining or impeding innovation and manufacturing based on scientific advancement. And you got to do that in a well-informed and thoughtful way. So I have a chemistry degree. I'll say it's a BA in chemistry. So members of my extended family who have patents and doctorates and so forth don't take it terribly seriously, but there are not a lot of other folks with any scientific training, and I would hope to be able to bring that to the table.